Open. This may prove to be useful. This may prove to be useful. This may prove to be useful. I'm taking whatever might be useful. The time is pressing and Lupin isn't far. This door is solid, the lock is rather ancient, and each locker has a different lock. If I want to open one in particular, the chance of finding a key within a reasonable amount of time is almost null. I will have to use force. Blow up the lock, perhaps? I will have enough gunpowder to blast open one locker. I must be sure of which one. Open. This haggis is fresh and supple. Perhaps it is meant for the cook in order to prepare a special dish. Not appetizing, but I'm taking it regardless. This must be the key to the storeroom. Smith looks to be unconscious. Is there a chance of waking him up? The lock of the grill has been changed, and I can no longer open it. Smith looks to be unconscious. Is there a chance of waking him up? Water. That's it. Hickman fell asleep quite gradually, probably under the effect of a strong narcotic. The prints on the ground in front of the storeroom made me think that Smith was knocked out and not drugged. Thus, only a bit of cold water was necessary to awaken him.
Smith, wake up. Do you hear me, Smith? It's Holmes.
My head. What's going on? What am I doing here? Mr. Holmes? Where is the doctor?
Listen, Smith, pull yourself together and come here. Can you open this grill?
My keychain has disappeared. No, I can't open it. After you came through the other day, the cook insisted on changing the lock. It now needs a key.
Fine. In that case, I'll need your help. We'll need to find a way to get you out of there. Foremost, you must precisely recount the events of the night. And who is the doctor you speak of?
Well, early in the afternoon, the few men who were still present in the rampart were taken sick, with awful stomachaches. Must have been something in yesterday's meal. I don't digest tomatoes well, so I didn't eat, and I felt fine. Our usual doctor was absent, so I had to call a doctor in the area, Dr. Cernin. He hasn't been around for long, but I've heard good things about him. In examining the first man, he appeared alarmed and insisted on treating them with injections. We checked on all of the guards and he treated them all. The last to be treated was Hickman. The doctor was vexed as he didn't have enough medication to administer a full dose, but he assured me it would be enough. Afterwards, he asked if we had seen all of the men in the garrison, which was affirmative. He asked me to accompany him to the postern, and I had hardly turned when I felt a sharp pain at the base of my head. I don't remember anything else.
I am beginning to see. What medication did he administer?
I really don't know. An empty vial fell into a puddle, and I picked it up.
The label is damaged and the water would have washed out any remaining substance. Impossible to tell what it held.
But what are you doing here? Can you explain what's going on?
I assume that the guards who were watching the crown jewels were also attended to.
Yes, and the only key leading to that room is on my chain.
I must help you out of here. Is there another key to this grill?
The cook has one, but he's out. However, I think I had a spare key to the guardroom maid, and it wasn't on my chain. You might just find something there that will get me out of here, or capture the person responsible for all of this.
If I am to believe the tag on his uniform, this warder is called Summerby. Apparently he was also taken care of by the doctor, Dr. Lupin. Look, this warder must have lost this key in falling. What could it be for? It's the door of the Queen's jewel house, and it is quite solid. Was that the sound of a saw from behind the door? Lupin could be finished in his work any moment. I must make haste. It's the door of the Queen's jewel house. It's the door of the Queen's...
This served to store the exact quantity of powder necessary to load the cannon.
The interior diameter of this cannon is approximately 2.5 inches. Small, dry pieces of wood. This collection of weapons is impressive. This may prove to be useful. This may prove to be useful.
This dish is empty, but might work.
This liquid has a strong smell, certainly a petrol derivative to lubricate or clean metal. There isn't much left, just enough to moisten a rag. This helmet stand is quite singular, sturdy and very light. The lock of the grill has been changed, and I can no longer open it.
Take this file, it's all that I could find. Is there any way to enter the jewel house without a key?
No, not without a cannon at least.
In that case, I'll have to find one.
You are kidding, I'm sure.
I would not trifle with such a serious matter as this.
The munitions are found in the armory at the top of the staircase heading to the White Tower, the central tower. Apart from the one on my keychain, the other key is found in one of the service buildings, and it will be far too complicated to tell you how to locate it.
Pray, release yourself as quickly as possible. Go find the key and open the door of the armory for me. I will join you there. Is that your scarf over there? Can you please pass it to me?
My daughter just finished knitting it.
She should start knitting another, because before entering the jewel house, I must block Lupin's retreat.
Closed.
I found it. I will make 2 hot air balloons.
I must burn the rope that Lupin strung between the jewel house and the exterior, otherwise he will escape that way. Quickly, time is pressing. Now I must find some fuel for my hot air balloons. I must release my hot air balloons in precise order. I must burn the rope that Lupin strung between the jewel house and the exterior, otherwise he will escape that way. Quickly, time is pressing. I will ignite my balloons as soon as I release them. Watch out, they're off. The rope must have been somewhat damaged to no longer be able to support a heavy load. Let's see if Smith has been able to get out and find the key to the arsenal.
I've been working as quickly as I could, but my old arms have been shaking like leaves with the effort.
While I am taking care of the robber, you will need to get to the base of Big Ben in order to find one of the officers thereabouts, because I don't think you'll find another in the whole of London.
But what are they doing there?
Enough already! Enough!
Prime Minister,
Where is he then, this Lupin? Does he think I have nothing better to do?
I've just done my round. You wouldn't believe, but there's a mob of journalists down there.
Well, that takes the biscuit.
It's not surprising. Half the force has been kicking their heels in front of Big Ben for the past 8 hours. It couldn't go unnoticed forever.
Journalists, a mob, yes, but of course.
What now, Doctor?
Inspector, check the identities of the journalists. Lupin has previously disguised as a journalist, and I am sure it was he who alerted them in order to create a diversion and slip in.
Well played, Doctor. I'm on it. At last, some action.
Lupin has previously disguised himself as a journalist, did you say? When was this then, Doctor?
Well,
This thick cover could support a very heavy load. This may prove to be useful. Curious, one of these glasses, which resembles those in a chemist's laboratory, reads 2.8 ounces. The other gradings have been erased. These cannonballs have a diameter of 3.5 inches. These cannonballs have a diameter of 3.25 inches. These cannonballs have a diameter of 2.75 inches. These cannonballs have a diameter of 2.5 inches. These cannonballs have a diameter of 2 inches. These cannonballs have a diameter of 4 inches.
A small barrel of powder.
Certainly a gift for a child.
Roller skates.
Certainly a gift for a child.
Roller skates.